Alright, I'm just going to do a quick walk around of the new Automotion Tech Center with some of our new and forthcoming equipment. What you see here in front of us is actually an MDR line with belt over rollers that we're using to induct into a sorter sawtooth induction feed line here. On the far side, the two lanes that you see there are live roller conveyors with our new two-zone control card controlling the release into two-stage 7.5 horsepower Black Max vector duty induction units here that also feed indexed induction belts. All three of these lines can feed up into our belt sawtooth merge where all of the products get merged together up here. We run them around a belt curve provided by Transnorm into a hard skew bed to ensure that we have proper alignment. And then what we have here are two servo units. They're servo induction units, and we use these when we have a large variance in product sizes and we need the highest rate possible. These two powerhouse units are used to ensure that we have proper gap, because after this we run through a belt curve there, and then you can see the infeed to our sorter on the back side. I'm going to walk up our mezzanine here provided by our Winwright Structural Solutions group. What I'll show you is there's the mezzanine information, but on the far side we have our new Auto Sort 20 here. You can see we've actually got shoes diverted one side there. This is actually a bilateral sorter that we only run in the monolateral configuration, so we preset shoes as if there were a divert there, but we don't actually make the divert. And then what you have is a couple of 2-speed V-belt takeaways and then a skate wheel takeaway at the end here. As we walk towards the end, this is the drive unit. We're on the far side of it right now, so you don't see the SEW Euro drive motor or the chain oiler on the other side. Also, the divert control boxes are on the other side. We've got a new DCM 20 that goes along with the Auto Sort 20 shoe sorter. It is a newer, less expensive, higher rate, Ethernet capable control box, which should be of a vast improvement to most things anybody's ever used. Again, Transnorm belt curve. We've got large radius curves here because we are going extremely fast at times. Again, across a hard skew belt onto a multi-belt sorter, and what you see right here at the beginning is a power face divert rail with two alignment sections here, two alignment buckets, so that we can do two-sided diverting off of this sorter with proper alignment, so that if we have again a varying case size or a small case that needs to be brought to the other side, we can do so with these buckets, push them up against the rail, and then go ahead and divert them where we need. What we've got here is a little sign for the 90-degree pop-up. It's the multi-belt 90-degree pop-up sorter. Again, bi-directional, sort off either side. They're available in both AC and MDR DC powered versions. Here's the multi-belt, the main track of it. One of the nice things about our belt is it has now and always has ridden on ball bearings, significantly reducing the horsepower requirements. That's a sign for the 30-degree divert, which is shown here actually. And you can see it's just a fixed 30-degree divert wheel with a pop-up section in it. This is actually a really good and common solution. The 30-degree divert is driven off of the main drive. It's a slave drive here, so you don't need any extra motors for it or anything. You can see a little takeaway conveyor here. Ours dead ends on this side, but you could also have one on the other side. That's where most of our boxes divert to there. Get you a little better view of it up there. And we'll walk around. We induct straight from this to a belt conveyor. Here's our bow arm sign. The bow arm is a very popular, low rate, inexpensive sortation solution. It's also a workhorse, and it just performs flawlessly once you have it set up. What we have here is the high-speed flat-face divert arm. Let's see if we can show it here. With these product alignment coming in, it's critical for noise. They can do about 60 cartons a minute. Really a good medium speed sorter solution here. Not as popular as it used to be with the multi-belt here, but if you have larger products or mixed products with bad cartons, this is a great solution because it'll get pretty much anything off of the conveyor. Moving on, we simply start reducing our speed again across another transnorm curve here. A little mini section of actually just transportation that we force into one of our new style brake belts, just to bring stuff back together, and then we start gapping it out here again. We have an interlocks alignment section here, mostly just to show the possibilities. It's kind of a noisy little bugger, but it works nicely. And then into our new live roller. So you can see here what we have is a new photo eye bracket design, along with, you can see the guardrail spacing that goes on it, some of our frame punching. It does use our traditional 8-inch wide flat belt through the center with our lifting puck arrangement, so everything there mechanically is as sound as it always has been with Automotion. What you don't see hiding under this new cover is the 2-zone control card that allows you to make a lot more adjustments than our previous version. It has individual slug release modes and a timeout to save some energy. It's got an input module that allows you to control it wherever you need. It's a much more advanced unit than our previous ones. You can see here this is similar to our traditional drive. This one equipped with our direct drive Motivario motor and gearbox package, as well as a PowerFlex VFD on there and a disconnect. What's nice about this live roller, this new live roller, is it will be modular. So terminal ends, you can see here, here's a terminal end. Will be all one unit, intermediate beds, and the other terminal end, all separate units. We're doing a nice trick here with an MDR curve in between it so that we can gain a couple zones of accumulation, and then back into some live roller straight across this way. Here's our live roller sign. And as we work our way up, the next thing we come into is our new, as I spoke to about earlier, dual stage vector drive induction units. These are our second fastest inductions, with the servos being the fastest, but we still do offer a standard motor, a brake motor, and we also have a forced fan motor, all to be used in different applications. Pretty much any rate or speed that you want to put through here we have. The next thing here is our new common side channel belt conveyor. It goes along with our live roller and MDR conveyor. What's nice about this particular belt conveyor is you can have the same frame construction and use slider bed or roller bed. Also, we're going to modular terminal ends. What you see here is an 18-inch terminal end. This particular one is on the entry side. You can see there's a little filler pan in there, and that it's 18 inches long. So you never have to do guesswork on whether you have a 4 or 5 or 6-inch terminal end. It's always the same length, so it makes your conveyor layouts a lot easier. This particular one is set up with roller bed, and again, a vector drive motor that we're using as induction here. We're doing indexed induction onto our merge up here. Before we get to the merge, here's our indexed induction sign. You can see some of the stuff that's on there for carton spacing. Again, the other end of the belt conveyor, another terminal end, 18-inch module, just like the other one. And conveniently, because all this stuff is common side frame, there's our same photo eye bracket that we're using on the live roller and the MDR for zone control, and we're using it here for system eyes. Bolts right in place. Put your eye in there, run it to your control points, and you're done. This particular unit feeds a 10-inch deep V-belt curve. It's been modified just slightly so that we can incorporate our new common side channel covers onto both our 6 and 10-inch frames. And then you can see this sawtooth style merge feeds onto a belt takeaway. Right where we started the tour. We started on the far side, and here's where it takes over. And back around the curve and into our servo inducts. Thanks, guys.